Yoshi's Island, I can tell you now, is a game that definitely left its mark on me. It pulled me in with its bright colours and cute characters, and then proceeded to make my life a misery throughout the couple of weeks I was playing it. Yet, I found it very hard to put down. It all kicks off when an infant Mario and Luigi, being delivered by Stork, are intercepted by Kamek. It has been foreseen that the Mario brothers are going to become a major issue for the Koopa family in the future, making this a prequel of sorts. In the altercation, Mario drops down to Earth and lands amongst the Yoshis. Luigi proves he's been the unlucky one literally since birth and is not as fortunate, and he is taken somewhere far away. The Yoshis know that baby Mario can sense he needs his brother, and so begin to relay him across the land to reunite them. With Mario clinging on, you're in control of the various Yoshis and make your way through 6 worlds, each with 8 mainline levels. It may be branded firstly as a Mario game, but we all know the real star here is Yoshi. What's not to like about this cute egg-laying dancing dinosaur? First and foremost, Yoshi's Island is actually incredibly good fun. Levels are designed terribly well, lots have different paths and many secrets to find. The palette is all vibrant and jaunty and matched by the saccharine soundtrack, and mechanically the abilities and playstyles are seamless, even if they did take a bit of getting used to initially. Not because they're hard to use, but because there is so many of them. Yoshi can jump, flutter over large gaps, spit fire, jump on the arrows that traverse you around the levels, turn into a helicopter or a mole or a train. I don't really know why, but it made this game borderline addictive. The egg throwing mechanic took me by surprise. Eating enemies and plopping them out as eggs and using them as projectiles to lob back at more enemies or hard to reach secrets is inspired. It definitely adds another dimension to the way you play and elevates it above standard platforming practices. You're given many opportunities to shapeshift or send baby Mario through specific parts of the map. That the rate at which it changes up keeps it engaging and interesting without it feeling like you're repeating yourself all the time. Collecting all the flowers in a level increases your life count and your chance of scoring a bonus challenge to offer you more perks such as even more lives or power-ups. These are all pretty basic minigames such as memory match, scratch cards, slot machines, roulette, typical kids games. And then collecting the relevant keys unlocks a minigame battle against a bandit, again to gain more power-ups. Being critical, I'm not 100% keen on Yoshi's hitbox being as unforgivable as it is. Every time you get hit, Yoshi drops Mario, who then floats around aimlessly in a bubble. If you don't catch him before the countdown hits 0, while still likely fighting enemies, he gets taken away and Yoshi loses a life. In a way, that mechanic in of itself works too well, as the cries let out by baby Mario is the worst sound effect ever committed to a video game. You can work to extend that countdown with the tiny smiley stars you pick up, because having Mario shriek for a longer period of time is exactly what I wanted. And to top it off, it's still very much a Mario game at its core, so expect coin collecting, warp pipes, piranha plants, outstanding boss fights, and most notably, an immensely damning and belligerent difficulty curve. Seriously, Yoshi's Island should start with a massive splash screen that says, players of a sensitive nature should seek out a more leisurely game like Kaplunk or a word search. I've often asked myself if early side-scrolling platformers were actually hard, but I didn't even need to question that with Yoshi's Island, because I damn well knew it! It has a habit of throwing curveball after curveball, but I'll give it credit for trying to sugarcoat it with its adorable scribbles at least. So, dirty confession time, I was playing the Nintendo Switch Online emulated version, which meant I could use the rewind function. Yep, I cheesed my way through it. Look, all I'm saying is the mechanic was there to be used, and if Nintendo didn't want me to use it, then why was it available? I know it's not exactly a purist way of playing, but I just couldn't stand baby Mario's whinging for the duration of my 10+ hour playthrough, let alone a playthrough where I'd have to meticulously learn the layouts of the levels. Believe me, I did try playing organically, but equally I didn't want to write it off after numerous times falling at the same hurdles. Because it was so good and so engaging that I really wanted to see some sort of ending that didn't involve me, my Switch, and a very large mallet. So, as a quick conclusion, I'm going to say there will always be another but with Yoshi's Island. It is fun, but it is challenging, but it's a very even split. Think of it as a competitive eating contest. A casual player may find it a bit too much. A more committed individual could do quite well and even finish, eventually, with or without the use of cheese. And a complete lunatic could do the entire thing and go back in for seconds to mop up the last hidden red coins. I personally enjoyed it for what it was, and I was happy with the portion I played. Although, on quiet nights, when the air is still and the sky is peaceful and the street is silent and I'm just about to drift off. Oh, God. Make it stop!